Alright, man, what's good, YouTube? Trizzy Gang and the Trizzy Gang, what's good, family? Listen, man, we back with another homework video. Now, I clicked on this video specifically because I saw Curry and Bird in the thumbnail. Now, this is off of the Prime Larry Bird channel. We have already reacted to one video off the Prime Larry Bird channel. And a lot of y'all got on my head top, but like at the same time, I just didn't think going into a Prime Larry Bird channel that he was still going to be biased. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the name, I get it and everything like that. That could just be your favorite player. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, hey, listen, with more homework being done, we understood. We understood. And hey, I told y'all, in my personal opinion, Larry Bird was a better overall hooper than Michael Jordan. That's just the way I kind of like, especially off of film, just watching film. Like, I don't even really want to bring up stats, even though like you literally can say his stats. But just as a player, I think Larry Bird was an overall better player than Michael Jordan. I just don't think he was greater than him. Now, you could say that's probably because of him, you know what I'm saying, having to retire earlier than MJ, or I don't even know how long, you know what I'm saying, their careers were lengthwise, you know what I'm saying, compared to each other. But you could say that's the argument. You could say that, hey, man, I said it. I said if Larry Bird didn't have to retire, I forgot what video I said it in. I said if Larry Bird didn't have to retire MJ, I don't think you have 6 chips. I'm gonna be real. The fact that you had never beat him, I don't think. Listen, man, I just don't really see a world where you have 6 chips. You know what I'm saying? So you got real lucky. I'd have to call it spade. Hey, you got real lucky, MJ. I'm just being real. What I titled the last video, MJ, it's time to talk. Nah, for real, it was time to talk, gang. You need to come out and talk about that. MJ, you need to come out and talk about that if you haven't already. Why didn't you ever beat Bird? But anyways, this video ain't even about MJ. I just had to say, I saw the last video about Prime Larry Bird channel. Obviously, yes, he's being a little biased, but that should have been expected. I just shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, been optimistic with that. But he wasn't telling no lies. He was giving the facts out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I clicked on this video because I saw Steph Curry in the thumbnail. Now, I assume that this has to do with the shooting. That's something I've been, you know what I'm saying, replying to a lot of y'all in the comments with, because a lot of y'all have been saying Curry's not a better shooter than Larry Bird. And if you think that, you either don't watch the NBA anymore, which I understand a lot of y'all OGs don't want to watch the NBA now. Like, it's definitely far from what y'all used to watch. Far from what y'all used to watch. So I can understand why you don't want to watch it. But at the end of the day, man, Larry Bird is not a better shooter than Curry. Bro, with me saying that does not mean I'm trying to say Curry is more clutch than Larry Bird. Never. Curry's not even in the top 20 most clutchless players, bro. I'm being honest. And that's my guy. I have 2 jerseys on the wall with the poster on the wall. That's my guy. I'm never gonna say he's more clutch than him. Are y'all like how crazy do y'all think I am? I would never say that. But just shooting, Curry's a better shooter than him. It's a fact. Like, bro, Curry's the all-time leader. Like, bro, I just feel like I don't even need to really be doing all that. Y'all know the real, man. If you want to stay with your favorite player and, you know what I'm saying, don't want to move on from what they did, I understand it. Eventually, there'll be a better shooter than Curry. Hopefully not in my lifetime, so where I don't have to come back to this video or relive this video. But for right now, there isn't a better shooter than Curry. There never will. Until I'm probably gone. Until we all gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, y'all. But let's check this out, man. Shout out to Prime Larry Bird channel. I know what I'm getting myself into by reacting to this. You know what I'm saying? But if you do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video. I'm not going to be pausing a whole lot in this unless it's like crazy stuff I haven't heard. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just genuinely try to just do my homework and just watch it, react. A lot of y'all been getting on my head top for pausing this stuff, but it's like, y'all, I don't know what y'all think this is. This is a reaction channel. We pause and we elaborate. I don't want to talk over the video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pause it and talk. Straight up. This isn't a show or a movie. We're not in a movie theater. We don't just got to and watch it like these. No. We going to watch it and react. You know what I'm saying? You watching a reaction channel, guy. You know what I'm saying? But we got the best Larry Bird 3-point shooting story ever told. Let's hear it.
Bird is one of the great shooters in the history of the sport. Not even close. Not good. He was great. He's
one
of the top 5 3-point shooters of all time. That's how good Bird is.
Damn, JJ taking offense to that. JJ, you not in that top 5 list, my guy. JJ, I hope you're not taking offense because you're not in there. JJ was a sniper. I'm talking real deal sniper. But you're not in the top 5. You making it seem like he's saying something crazy. Larry Bird is in the top 5 greatest shooters. I'm going to be real. He is. You got to add the clutch genes to that, too. You have to add that. Like, it's not like he could just shoot. No. You have to add the clutch genes, JJ. What you mean, JJ?
We're not 3-point shooting contests. He was phenomenal. Bird's a great shooter.
This is the face of a Larry Bird denier, because one seemingly innocuous comment about how great of a three-point shooter Larry Bird was had him all in his feelings.
Right. Doggy, it's just math. It's attempts, it's makes, and it's percentage. And there's no way you could ever argue Larry Bird is a top three-point shooter of all time. There's plenty of...
Top three? I don't know if I'd give Larry top three. I don't know if I'd give him top three, but top five, I would give Larry top five, for sure.
People that have shot more.
Like, Klay Thompson in his prime is a better shooter than Larry Bird. Klay Thompson in his prime is damn near a better shooter than Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I'm not even playing, bro. You had to be watching the Splash Bros during their prime. You had to be watching it to understand. Like, you already thought Curry was going to make everything when he threw it up, but obviously he was the one doing more of the dancing and stuff, so it was like, okay. Like, you could tell sometimes, okay, he might miss this. Rarely, but you could tell. Klay, when he got that, I remember watching this shit, y'all. I'm watching Klay shoot. I'm like, oh, that's a make. That's a make. Y'all don't realize how good Klay, bro. We gonna get to a Klay video, trust.
Made more, and guess what? Made more at a higher percentage than Larry Bird.
And to my OGs, y'all would probably say Reggie's a better shooter than Larry. Y'all probably would say that.
From three, he's not one of the greatest three-point shooters ever.
Now,
he is.
As someone who claims to be a student of the game, why in the world would JJ Redick say something so idiotic? In the words of the great Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have.
I'm gonna speed this up, y'all. This commentary
Redick,
low-key be slow.
This video is dedicated to you.
I lived that 80s era, and Larry Bird was one of the greatest three-point shooters that's ever played this game. Fuck percentages. It ain't about that. It's about hitting big shots, things that he couldn't do as a player.
Larry Bird hit more big three-point shots than anyone, even to this day. And he did it in supreme fashion. While
that's why I said, y'all, you have to add the clutch genes. I don't know why JJ didn't add the clutch genes to, like, are you not thinking about the fact that he was real deal clutch as fuck? Were you not thinking about that, JJ? Like, I'm even doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Every step of the way.
We're playing Phoenix, and we're way ahead, okay? When we're down in the old Saddle Dome that they had outside.
Right.
And Larry, we're playing good as a team. Larry has the worst fourth quarter known to man. I mean, he's throwing the ball to the other team. I'm like, good Lord, we had like a 15-point lead. Next thing you know, we're down 2. And I'm like, oh, how in the world are we going to lose this game, man?
So we have a play, out of bounds play. Larry says, I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm like, let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime, see if we can't win this game.
So, Larry not only tells me that, he walked by the bench and says, typical Birdie, just real slow, fixing to bust a 3 on your guys and go home. And so he breaks the play.
Max looking, loops it to Bird, a runner.
Oh my gosh.
And the Celtics win it. Bird hits and the Celtics win it.
That man was real deal clutch, bro.
Pointed by Larry Bird at the buzzer.
And he gets the ball, jumps out, busts the play, comes out, gets the ball to the slot, shoots the ball. As the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, "Told you so!" and starts running to the locker room. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh, man.
That was Birdie. He had the confidence, man. That dude had so much confidence. He talked to the coaches. He talked to everybody. He was talking trash all the time, man. What fun. Great.
And that's why I fuck with Larry Bird, too. Like, if you gonna talk that talk, bro, you gotta back it up with what you're producing on the court. And he was doing just that. So that's what makes him so damn tough, bro. Like, we've all played with somebody who's talking crazy on the court, and then they end up coming down and then they just bricking you, and they still talking as if like Draymond, you know what I'm saying? Like, Draymond be talking a whole lot for him to just be playing defense, you know what I'm saying? And I love Draymond, I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to be playing against somebody like Draymond, bro, because it's like you're not even about to come down and do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? But Larry was.
Predator, man.
And what Kevin McHale failed to mention is that Larry Bird had not taken a single three-pointer that entire game.
Oh, man.
Hey, JJ, I hope you're listening. Larry Bird was the first player to make the three-point shot a strategic weapon. You weren't out there taking 14 or 15.
Right.
He liked to use it as a dagger in the fourth quarter. Nobody else used it as strategically as Larry Bird did.
Even Michael Jordan understood that shooting too many threes was not the best way to win.
Here's Jordan for 3. Yes! Did you see that one?
When you have that mentality, as I found out in the first game, of making threes, you don't go to the hole as much. You go to the three-point line and you start sitting there waiting for someone to find you. And that's not my mentality. And I don't want to create that because it takes away from all phases of my game. My game is a fake drive.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why MJ and Larry Bird were two different players. You know what I'm saying? They're just two different players, y'all. That's what I try to say. Like, I literally said in my last video, I said the MJ and Larry Bird debate is literally, in my opinion, is like the Curry and Durant debate. Curry and Durant debate, bro. KD is a better overall hooper, but Curry is greater. You know what I'm saying? Curry is greater. Just facts.
Penetrate, dish off, dunk or whatever.
But for some reason, JJ Redick
JJ was hating. I ain't gonna hold
basketball is just a math equation, and he couldn't be more wrong. Just because 3 is more than 2 doesn't mean you should jack up a bunch of threes.
Facts.
Larry Bird not only was a great 3-point shooter, but he had one of the highest basketball IQs in NBA history. And even he never averaged over 4 3-point attempts per
Houston
game.
really missed all these shots. That is crazy. And a winner go home, bro. Y'all not gonna switch it up? I'll never forget this.
Game in any season. But he shot them and made them when they truly mattered. Like in this game, when the Celtics were down by 3 with 7 seconds to go, and then this happened.
Crowd is standing up. It goes now to Bird.
These one-legged daggers.
3-point field goal to Bird. 4 seconds left. He hits it. And it's all tied up again.
Ugh.
My goodness.
And if you think that one-legged 3-point shot was luck, well, explain this. Because in that
Well,
same
explain
game,
this.
in overtime, with 2 seconds left, and the Celtics down by 1, this happened.
Danny Ainge to inbounds for the Celtics.
Is this the one that y'all said the coach called the timeout? I know I said in my reaction, like, bro, why would they call a timeout or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This was crazy.
In the Bird.
Oh, this wasn't it.
Yes, and the Celtics win. Unbelievable.
Yo, somebody put in the comments down below, how many game winners does Larry Bird have? Is that an actual stat? Somebody let me know.
The Bird at the buzzer.
There's something to be said for the guy who does it when you have to have it done, as opposed to those guys that can do it for the first 3 quarters. But do you see Steph Curry? Can you say he's the best shooter that we've ever seen?
Yes.
No, I don't know about that. The thing is,
who's talking? Who is talking right now? I want to know who's talking immediately.
Steph Curry, can you say he's the best shooter that we've ever seen?
Bro, just because somebody's not clutcher than somebody would, and especially because they're shooting a 3. Especially because they're shooting a 3, that's what's gonna make you say he's a better shooter than Steph Curry. Bro, not everybody deals with pressure the right way. I'm telling y'all right now, if I hooped with one of y'all at the park, and I'm like, everybody at the park knows me for being the best 3-point shooter on the court, and you're a really good 3-point shooter too. You know what I'm saying? You're damn near just as good. You good though. You know what I'm saying? And you're the one who hits more of the clutch threes. But I'd be clipping them out at the park. Who y'all gonna say is the better 3-point shooter? You know what I'm saying? Y'all still gonna say I'm the best 3-point shooter, but I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to us needing it matters the most, you gotta hit it, he's better at you with that. But I'm not gonna say Larry's a better shooter than Curry just because he's better in the clutch when it comes to shooting a 3. Like, nah, bro, he's better in general when it comes to being in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
no, I don't know about that. The thing is, anybody can shoot it when it's tied. It's when you're down 1 or down 2. I mean, how many guys make that shot?
But since JJ Redick loves his numbers so much, let's compare prime Larry Bird's 3-point numbers with Steph Curry's 2016 unanimous MVP season.
And I will let y'all know, this is one of Curry's primes. One of Curry's primes, bro. 2020, was it 2020 or 2021? I think the 2020 to 2021 season was Steph Curry's prime, y'all. And we didn't have a good team, but it was his prime, y'all. You could say that's literally the best Steph Curry ever. Bro, y'all, some of y'all may not know. Go do your homework on 2020 Steph, bro. Go do your homework. So I don't even know if that's like, I don't even think in 2016 Curry was crazy. But I don't know if it's even better than 2021. Let's see though.
Curry shot 45.4% from 3, while Larry Bird shot 42.3% from 3. Now, in a vacuum, using only this number, the unsophisticated analyst might assume that Steph Curry was a better 3-point shooter than Larry Bird.
And you want to know what this prime Larry Bird dude's gonna say? I'm not even hating. I'm just being real with y'all. You know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say Steph Curry in this generation, they shoot more 3s. Larry Bird was like he's probably gonna bring up how Larry Bird took one 3 that one game. Like, bro, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If he took more 3s, we don't know if he has that percentage though. If Larry Bird took more 3s, you don't know if he even has 42. More 3s comes with more misses. You know what I'm saying? Just same thing with Curry. If he shot more 3s than he did this 2016 season, it probably comes with more misses. So I just know he's about to say this.
Not so fast. How about we compare each player to the 3-point shooters of their own era?
Okay.
In 2016, the league average 3-point percentage was 35.4%.
Damn.
This means that Steph Curry was 28% better than league average. In 1985, the league average 3-point percentage was 28.2%. This means that Larry Bird was 51% better than league average.
Okay. So since you want to do this, prime Larry Bird, since you want to do this, okay, so how about we swap them? Let's swap them real quick. Let's swap them. So put 2016 Steph Curry in 1985. You put 1985 Larry Bird in 2016. What do you think these numbers are going to be for Curry? Ooh. I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question. I'm not hating on Larry Bird, y'all. I literally said he's top 5 greatest shooters of all time. I don't know about top 3. That's a little crazy. But top 5. At his time, obviously at Larry Bird's time, he's top 3. Obviously. But I'm talking about all time, like including today's game and today's players. No, top 5. You know what I'm saying? But he trying to make it seem like he just like, bro, you're not overall better shooters than him. That's why I said these arguments low key be pointless if you think about it, because bro, we're comparing 1985 to 2016. We're comparing like it's hard to even really do that, because at his time he was the greatest shooter. He was the lethal shooter. But if you flip them, he's gonna be average. Larry Bird would be average. You know what I'm saying? That's no disrespect to Larry Bird. I'm just being real. Like if he's getting plus 51 in his era, what, bro? Curry's gonna be plus 80. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So, in reality, Larry Bird dominated the three-point line in his era even better than 2016 unanimous MVP Steph Curry. But numbers don't make an argument. Their only purpose is to supplement what we already know to be true.
I low-key want to find out where Larry Bird is in the all-time three-point list. I want to know where Larry Bird's at.
If the three-point shot was what it is today, back in the 80s, Bird would have scored 50 a game.
I ain't gonna lie, Mad Dog be having me dying. I be watching ESPN, bro. I watch that shit all the time. Mad Dog be having me dying.
He was a 90% free throw shooter. Outside of one jumper when he missed a Game 4 jumper against Magic, he had a broken hand. I don't recall ever a big shot in a big game that he ever missed.
So, answer this question. If you need one player to hit one three-point shot to save your life, who are you taking? Steph Curry, who lost the three-point shooting contest 5 times to his peers? Or Larry Bird, who won the three-point shooting contest?
I want to see who Steph Curry's competition was in those three-point competitions. I want to see who Larry Bird's was. And I actually want to see the numbers of all those players who did the contest side by side by side. I want to see whose era had better shooters. I want to know. I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be real. Curry is dealing with way more shooters than Larry Bird's era ever did. Obviously, like I said, this is pointless because the game has changed. We know this. Thanks to Curry. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2 different eras. So it's like, at his time, he was the greatest shooter ever. When we actually started calling Curry the greatest shooter ever since he's done the three-point competition, ever since we started calling him the greatest three-point shooter ever, he hasn't lost. He hasn't lost. I'm just being real.
Back to back to back.
There were pros back then. There were cons back then. But to say anything disparaging about Larry Bird and his perimeter shooting and his three-point shooting, asinine. Like, JJ, he'd probably beat your ass in a three-point shooting contest today.
And though it sounds like
I can't agree with JJ. I'm not.
This is what a 60-year-old Larry Bird did at an Indiana Pacers practice.
So the whole team is just stretching, and Larry just walked on the court, grabbed the ball, and started jacking threes like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, do y'all see this right now? And he made like at least 10 in a row threes, like just in a row, and walked off and sat like he ain't do nothing. Like it was regular. And folded his legs.
And that I ain't gonna lie. All respect to Prime. I mean, I said all respect to Prime. All respect to Larry Bird, but that's older Larry Bird. I'm telling y'all, bro, I would have loved. We would never get this, obviously. I'd have loved to see Steph Curry and Larry Bird in a. It doesn't even have to be a all-star game three-point competition. Just in practice three-point competition in their primes. I would have loved to see that, because y'all do know Steph Curry has hit over 100 threes in a row. Can Larry Bird do that? Nigga, Klay Thompson can't even do it. And that was Klay Thompson in his prime. I'm not hating on Bird, bro, but this is like...
Sitting there looking at us. I'm like, yo, this guy's nice. I'm like, man, that's a legend right there.
Speaking of shooting threes, Coach, you at the three-point competition, walking in the locker room, who's playing? Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I did. I was so bad because Leon Wood never crossed the three-point line. All he did was he always shot three. So I thought he might be competition. I walked in there, he's sitting there, and I said, okay, now they're down the nitty-gritty. Who's coming in second? You already know who's going to win this. I think they were a little nervous.
And after Larry Bird hit 11 straight threes in this final round, he decided to hit one off the backboard just for fun.
No way.
The
Oh, wait a second.
How you know that was just for fun?
Chicks had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing.
And then the walk off with your hand up. I mean, come on, coach. Come on.
You know, when you're shooting them, you don't know what the score is.
Right.
And the
but
practice
I had a feeling
jersey.
by the way the crowd was going, I had to make the last one. And that one there looked perfect all the way. So if it would have bounced out, I would have felt like an idiot. Well, but it went in, I got lucky and got the check and went home.
Larry Bird winning the long-distance shootout for the third year in a row.
Now Larry Bird. That. Larry Bird, who didn't even see a three-point line until after he entered the NBA.
Take it in the face, then now watch him shoot it. Unbelievable.
That's
You know how far away that is?
Somehow became the greatest, most clutch three-point shooter of all time. And he did it in the most physical era of basketball. I don't care what JJ Redick says.
When I watch Steph Curry off the ball in a playoff game,
he's great.
getting grabbed and held by Marcus Smart.
I know this isn't as physical defense, but do y'all see the way this man is getting guarded? Do y'all see the way he's getting guarded, bro? Look at this, y'all. Y'all can't even tell me I'm crazy. Look at how he's getting guarded, bro. He doesn't even have the ball in his hands, y'all. This man does not have the ball in his hands. He doesn't.
Off the ball in a playoff game.
He's great.
Getting grabbed and held.
Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. This is how dangerous this dude is at shooting a three. This is how dangerous he is. I don't think there even needs to be an argument. You could look at this and be like, oh yeah, this is probably the best shooter ever. Somebody who doesn't watch basketball can look at this and be like, oh, I guess he can't touch the basketball. He's not allowed to.
Smart. They're attached to him at all times.
Right.
Then when I watch Larry Bird come off a pin down and no one's within 5 feet of him and they're shooting the gap, you're telling me one is more physical than the other? You're telling me that's more physical than Steph Curry being grabbed and held for 48 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm not, see, once again, I don't agree with JJ. I don't agree with him with the whole Larry Bird didn't get grabbed. I'm not even going to go that far and do that. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it straight up what it is, bro. Who's actually a better shooter, bro? Who's a better shooter? Not to mention Steph Curry shoots a three and looks away, and he has not missed one shot where he shot it and turned around. Do you know how good of a shooter you have to be to do that, bro? Larry Bird could have done that, honestly. I'm not even going to sit there and act like Larry Bird couldn't have done that. But Steph Curry's the only one doing that now.
Well, JJ continues to...
Like I said, my whole argument is Larry Bird is I dare I say the most clutchest player ever to play, even though he really has a strong-ass argument for that. But the most clutchest three-point shooter, I'd probably give him that. I actually give him that. I'm not going to put Curry... Curry's not even in the conversation. But a better overall shooter than Curry? No, he's not. He is not. He is not. I don't think Curry has shot under 38% from three ever in his career. The least he has is maybe 37. Maybe 37.
His university and diminishes the worth of a Duke degree by speaking with such colossal ignorance in public, with such arrogance and authority. It's idiocy that suggests that a no-hand-checking finesse league where people are camping out 42 and a half feet from the basket is more physical than the NBA.
No, that's crazy.
Oh my God, let's talk about 50 or 60 years ago. But even 30 years ago. What's he come up with this?
Man, Brown was snitching.
Common sense.
And Michael Cooper, who was Larry Bird's toughest defender in the 80s, took JJ Redick's comments very personally.
You know what? Watch your mouth, man, when you're talking about former players and who can do this and who can do that. Because the game changed in the 80s because it was so physical. In today's NBA, I don't know what game he's looking at. You can't touch the guy. Anytime you touch anybody,
what the fuck?
Come close to them when they're landing, it's a foul. To say that Steph is getting more contact, man, that guy has no clue of how basketball was played in the 80s. And I guarantee you this, JJ Redick, if you had played in the 80s, this is Michael Cooper talking, I'd have locked your ass up. You wouldn't have got a shot off. You wouldn't have got nothing off. You had spent more time on the bench than on the floor. When I was on the floor, you couldn't have played when I was on the court.
Well, see, yeah, no, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know my homework on him, but that's a fact. I mean, just they said he was the toughest defender for Larry Bird, and we don't even know how tough he really was guarding him. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely would have locked up JJ, bro. JJ had nothing but running off, you know what I'm saying, screens and picks and shooting the three. JJ couldn't put the ball on the floor. He couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Especially like in his prime years, like he wasn't doing that. He was just catching it and shooting it. So yeah, he probably would have clamped his ass up. Curry or not, because you want to know why Curry has a top three handle in the league. I'm not even trying to make this fight or like, you know what I'm saying, this crazy argument about it, bro. I'm just being real, y'all. I'm just being real, man. The game has evolved, bro. The game has evolved. That doesn't mean that players from the 80s and the 90s and stuff, some of them couldn't have came into this league. But like, there's no doubt about it that hand checking, which I don't agree with that the NBA doesn't do, y'all. Because I told y'all, when I go hoop with my homies on the court, bro, I'm hand checking. I pride myself on defense, y'all. So I hand check. Nigga, if you slap my hand down, nigga, I'm strong as shit, bro. You slap it, it's automatically coming back up. It doesn't even go far down. You know what I'm saying? I hand check. Now, all that knees to the midsection, all that knees to the rib, bro, that's not defense. So it is what it is. But y'all were more physical back then. But y'all, a lot of y'all in the comments trying to say Steph Curry wouldn't last in the 80s, bro. Are you goofy? Are you goofy? Now, I think when y'all say that, y'all just think the player and the physique of him. I think that's what y'all think. But when y'all say that, do y'all not think about the fact that, okay, well, he does have a godly handle. He can shoot from half fucking court. You know what I'm saying? He's fast. He's short. He's fast. Like, y'all make it seem like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Mean, for JJ Redick to disrespect an entire generation of basketball players, what did he expect?
First of all, Redick don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm going to say it, right?
I agree.
He don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm like, what basketball was you watching? To say something as idiotic as that is ridiculous. And for JJ Redick, who played this game, I'm very disappointed that he said something so stupid. When I hear that, and I'm like, you really don't know, do you? Yeah. We had our time. It was a great time. It's their time now.
Yes.
But don't crap on us to prove your point. Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense and it's not valid. I don't hate on these guys.
You're responding right now.
Yeah.
You're not.
I don't hate on these guys. These guys are great. I just don't like them.
These dudes just had you just had to show the clip of JJ Redick pump faking and Curry slipping. You had to show that. You had to show that. All right, bro.
Disrespect. Yeah. And to say that about Larry.
But like I said, JJ is tripping. He's tripping all the way. JJ lost me when he said he's not even a top 5 shooter. Like, that was crazy.
It's just a stupid.
Or did he say top 3? What did he say? Whatever he said.
Somewhere along the way, common basketball knowledge was lost. But hopefully, these Larry Bird stories enlighten you to why the world fell in love with basketball in the first place.
And this particular play
Founding father, for sure.
They're coming down, and Larry gets me at the top of the key, and he's walking me underneath this basket. He goes, Coop, I'm ready to wear your ass out. What? Okay, I get down to my best defensive stance. He goes down the lane. He comes off the left side, and Robert Parrish sets a pick. And we knew the play. We knew what was coming up. And Kareem was ready, and as Larry comes off the pick, shoulder to shoulder with Parrish, and I'm trailing behind him, he catches the basketball right about the elbow. And he gets the ball, and he goes up, and Kareem stops him from turning the corner. Larry catches the ball, he goes up in the air, and here I come. And I'm like, I'm getting ready to smash this shit, man. So I jump up, and I got my hand, and I don't know how Larry got this ball between Kareem and I. Kareem had his hands up. I'm coming with my right hand, and he hit a great pass. Like I said, I don't know how he got it to him.
That's a good-ass pass.
And Larry looks over his shoulder at me, and he laughs. He said, I told you, motherfucker.
But it's also had a telling effect on Michael Cooper underneath the basket. They're wearing him out.
That's what made Larry larger than life, because if anybody in today's game, maybe Steph Curry comes off that, they force that shot up there.
Force? Bro, how many clips do y'all know of Curry doing that same exact thing? Maybe not dumping even then, he can dump the ball off to somebody, whoever's in the paint area. But like he said, like he's trying to say, force the shot. How many clips have we seen of Steph Curry doing that simple ass route that he runs, catches the ball, shoots in his cash? Nigga talking about some force. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even trying to disrespect the OG, man, because there's nothing but love and respect for the OGs. Nothing but love and respect. But, man, you out your damn mind, bro. You out your crazy mind, bro. Are you crazy? Bro, Steph Curry does that every single game. I don't think there's been a game where Curry runs off a curl like that, catches the ball, and misses a shot. Bro. Man. Alright, bro. Alright, whatever, gang. Whatever. At the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't think he's like insane in the mind for thinking that. Nah, he's insane in the mind for thinking that. For thinking that it's a force shot. But if you have your opinions about Larry Bird, you have your opinions about Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? If you think Larry Bird's better shooter than Steph Curry, hey man, think that. I'm not here to convince anybody's better than anybody. I just give my personal opinion on who I think's better than who and what somebody did for the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do for my channel. I'm not here to convince my viewers that Steph Curry's better. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not gonna be able to change everybody's mind. Same way y'all in the comments can't change my mind unless I genuinely look at the footage and be like, yeah, that nigga's better, bro. You know what I'm saying? I literally did it with MJ and LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Larry, that play right there softens you up for the next time. Now Kareem's not going to jump out. Now Larry's wide open and shooting.
Bro, Steph Curry's giving you hell if you think that, bro. If you think that was crazy, bro, Steph Curry's giving you a nightmare, bro. You're not even going to be able to sleep that night, bro. Steph Curry does that on a daily basis in the NBA, bro. You're not clamping Steph Curry either, bro. I'm not sure, like, him right here, I ain't gonna lie, him right here, sure, you might have been a real lockdown defender then, nigga, you ain't clamping nothing now. And y'all can talk about this era, this is that, bro. This era of players are more skilled, not than every player from back then. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not the Larrys, the MJ, like, you know what I'm saying? Not the main people. But somebody like him, I'm not even trying to call him a casual because he's not. But, bro, half of these players nowadays are frying you. Obviously, like I said, the game has evolved. They're frying you, bro. That simple ass route, Curry does that on a daily. You couldn't even keep up with it. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Really understand that, but I never ever discount another player at any decade. I hate Larry Bird, but I respect the hell out of that man. And Larry Bird was one of the greatest three-point shooters that's ever played this game. Fuck percentages. It ain't about that. It's about hitting big shots.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not. No, it's not. If we're actually trying to debate on somebody being better than somebody at a specific trait, you have to use percentages. I'm not even a percentages guy. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I'm an eye test guy. But like I told y'all, just because you're a better clutch shooter does not mean you're a better overall shooter. Like, I don't know what makes anybody think that. That's not how that works, bro. That's not how that works. If we're being real, Damian Lillard, if you watch today's NBA, Damian Lillard is probably the most clutch player in the NBA right now. If to my people who watch basketball nowadays, like, Damian Lillard is probably the most clutch player in the NBA right now. From the 3, from the 2, bro, anywhere. He's not a better shooter than Steph Curry. Nobody says that. So why do we think that for Larry Bird? Hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. I already know the Larry Bird supporters are about to be getting on my head top, but like, I genuinely feel like I wasn't disrespecting Larry Bird in this video. I'm not a hater, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get to the bottom of something, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, like, if you feel like I missed something out in the video, if you feel like if this video didn't say something that I just don't know about, man, put it in the comments down below. Be respectful. Obviously, y'all respect me, I respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that dude's last comments, you know what I'm saying? Like, making it seem like Steph Curry forcing it, because he don't be forcing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way he plays. I know it don't look real to you, bro. I know it don't look real, because it's so, why is he shooting that? But if you really be paying attention, OG, he be making it. He be making it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, shout out to Larry Bird, though. No kissing.